In the last class, we discussed that when Janaka asked the question, Katham Jnanam Apnoti, Katham Muktir Bhavishyati, Vairagyam cha Katham Praptam, Etad Bruhi Mama Prabhu. So, how to get the Jnanam? And of course, how Mukti, the liberation, and Vairagyam. The teacher straight away questioned the student and gave two commandments that really if you wish mukti, liberation, that means you can get it. If you don't wish, how can you get it? You know better. The proper story goes, and popular stories that true. A teacher always used to say, look, everybody can be enlightened. Everybody can be free. Everybody can be happy. And that was his message all the time. So there was a student who was always following the teacher. And after following for 20 years, he discovered this guru is bluffing because every time he says the same thing, everybody can be enlightened, everybody can be happy, everybody can be free. But I am not free. Nothing is happening. Same people are keep coming. What is happening? That means guru is bluffing. So once he found some time, try to question the guru. Hey, look, I know you are bluffing. Please stop it. Because the last 20 years I am following you. I don't see anything. And also not only me, whole group also keep coming, but I don't see anybody is enlightened, anybody is free. Forget about happiness. Guru took a deep breath. What can he do? Poor fellow. So when this set of question comes, only you have to take a deep breath, nothing else. And he said, look, true. I think my teaching is over. There is no need for me to live in this body. Now let me leave this body. Okay, today evening we'll have a satsang, and I would like to fulfill all of your wish because whatever tapabala I have, let me give to all of you so that you all can fulfill your wish. But one condition, take a note, whoever is attending this satsang tonight, ask them to write just one wish, their name and one wish. Because I'll be only addressing one wish, not two, because so many people are there, time is less for me. And once I complete, my job is done. And the student was enthusiastically, wow, now time has come. So now let us find out, go around. And he went around, asked everybody, hey, look, this is the last day of our Guruji. So he's going to leave this body. So he wants to fulfill all our wishes because we have been following him for a long time. So please put your name and right side what exactly you want to wish to be fulfilled, your wish to be fulfilled, and only one. So each one started writing. Then evening, the Guruji asked, okay, read. So let me make one after to fulfill. And as he was reading, one after another, not a single person had asked for wisdom, freedom, liberation, or happiness. Each one asked, my son to be married, daughter to be married, my house to be done, my disease to be cured, my this is to be done, that is to be done. And interestingly, when he started reading, so he was trying to glossing over. The Guru asked, what did you gloss over? Can you see? Because his name was there. And you know what was his wish? That, oh Guru, when you die, so I should be your successor, take over everything. That time Guru smiled and said, look, I have been saying that everybody can be enlightened, everybody can be happy, everybody can be free. But problem is nobody wishes. So if really you wish, that will happen. So that's why the first basic question that Aṣṭāvakra asked Janaka. Muktim ichchasi, verse number 2. How? For that, what you need to do? Two things you need to work. One is Vishaya Teja, we have seen in details, and also develop, cultivate certain things, certain values. Then once you start developing certain values and Vishayan also you work on, do you know, divide few things like we say that Hansavat. So Hansavat means the swan, how it drinks milk from the milk that is being mixed with water and only is able to take only milk, not the water. So also you need to understand what to be taken, what not to be taken. Hopefully not other way around. And here he says beautifully, if that is the case, now what is to be done? The verse number 3, that is what we were. Na pruthi na jalam na agni na vayur devur na va bhavan yesham sakshinam ātmanam chitrupam vidhi muktaye bhavan tom na pruthi na jalam na agni na vayu ba na devu iti. So when he says, look, you are not basically 5 elements. And when you are not 5 elements, definitely you are not elementals either. Maybe sometimes you are mental, but not elemental, okay? Hey, this is just playing the words, okay? Don't misunderstand me. So here he says, look, Vidhi, may you know. So what you need to know? That Muktaye, for the sake of liberation. So what you need to do? He says, look, Atmanam Chitrupam iti. So you need to know the self of the nature of consciousness. As we have been discussing this point, this neti neti pakriya or adhyara pakriya is being highlighted, which we have seen in last class. With this, we'll stop it, or else we cannot go further. There are many things to see. Continuing. Yadi deham pratham kritya chitti visramya tishtasi adhuneva sukhi shantah bandhamukto bhavishyasi. यदि देहम पृथक्कृत्य चित्ती विश्राम्य तिष्ठसि अधुना एव सुखी शांतः बंधमुक्तः भविष्यसि. So question comes here very carefully. If there is a process, so you know when there is if, so that means you need to look at yourself. You need to put effort. Whereas when you use the word but, you are going to pass on the buck to others. Everything is good, but you understand? So you are ready to find out the mistake, point out the mistake. Whereas when you say if, what does it mean? So that means you are creating certain situation where you are pointing out in a constructive way. Whereas but, you are pointing out in a negative way with a conclusion. So but kills, if opens. So he uses the word same way. Yadi. So if, so what is that if? He says, look, deham pruthak kritya. You need to separate a body. What is this? Separating body. Because most important thing for a common person, Deham, the Shariram, the body is one's own self. So you are indeed body for a common person. I am a man, I am a woman, I am this, I am that. Like even though some of you are attending my class regularly, and if I am little bit critical of woman, you criticize me behind or front. And if I tell something good about woman like last class, also, oh Swamiji, you are very kind, very good. So what does it mean? So you are looking at yourself as body. So this is what you want to highlight this verse, okay? Nothing else. Yadi deha deham pruthakritya. From whom? From what you want to separate? From chitti, from consciousness. So that means consciousness is different. Your deha, your sariram is different. That's why when a person does not understand these basic things, then the Vedanta becomes time pass. Because, please understand, body is not everything. And with the body, you are not everything. Let me share one beautiful, let us say, situation. So somebody shared with me, with due respect to the person, that lady, okay, very old lady. So whole life did not get married. And I'm talking those old category. So very stubborn, proud of being, not married. You can say celibate or whatever. And of course, for her, after death, heaven is waiting. The angels will, pick up. And not only that, interestingly, if she comes to know here, she's going to kill me, okay? She has been paying money every month that after her death, one light should be on in the chapel because it should not be dark. Hey, when you die, after that, if you tell your people, that's fantastic. But she has been paying because when she'll die, so her, she's not dying. That's another point. But every month she pays. And this is called, some, not screw is missing, some other screw has been fixed. And you cannot do with these people at all. Very proud. And of course, the interesting part is this is called body and what you are proud of. This is called Puthak with a beautiful example to observe. So she is very proud. No, I have not mingled with any man in my life. When I go to heaven, everything is being provided for me. Blah, blah, blah. You know better. Now she's very upset. Why she's upset? Because she had bought one place for her. So where she will lie on, rest in peace. And also she has decided which set of, coffin, what set of cloth, what color, what flower, everything has been, planned, everything, told others also. But in spite of that, the person is unhappy. Do you know why? It's a serious problem. Now she discovered that where she is going to lie down in peace, next to her, somebody has purchased the land, chapel, long back, because that time she did not know all these things. Now, next to her, there is already a man lying down. Now she is confused. What I hate whole life, now how can I rest in peace lying down next to a man, that to unknown man? I'm not creating this story, okay? I create a lot of stories, don't worry. But this story is perfect. No, that is from our known circle, okay? I think we'll create this clip and send to her. Okay. Then after that, she's going to kill me. Okay. Whether she will be dying or not, I am going to be killed. Because I am sure this clip will be very much useful after her death. Okay. So till that time, we have to keep it hiding. Anyway, if she listens to, I don't bother. Let her wake up. So coming back, joke apart, there are people like this. So here you need to do separation. Here, not physical separation, what that lady was thinking. Here, separation is with reference to your misconception, moha, the delusion. So here, what he says, you need to separate yourself from all this, body called elementals. When you are not elements, how can you become elemental? That body is made up of elements. And not only that, Vishramya Tishtasya, you need to abide with that. So having rested, so you need to settle down. This is the problem. You all have attended a class or attending classes. So you have a lot of information. But right time, nothing works. Why? Because you are not spending time for yourself. Always you are spending time for others. That's why when you go through difficulties, that is the exam time. In Vedanta, we don't have exam system. But every day you have exam for yourself, and you know whether you are passing or not, whether you are worthy student or not. If you discover you are not worthy, that means there is some issue here and there. Better to work on care. And next he says, look, if you manage to do that, second point he highlights, adhuna eva, there is no postponement. Now and here, right now, immediately, sukhi, shanta, bandha mukta, bhavishyesh. You will become happy, peaceful, and free from bondage. He just throws a statement, nothing else. So that means if I consider I am body after my death, that like that lady, now while resting on peace, she will think that look, now I am body, next to me another unknown body is lying down. Now how to handle whole life, what I did not do. Hey, now look at what I am doing it. Constantly, continuously, even though she is not in the body, she will be in body. It's a very dangerous thing to think when I think of this. It's very dangerous. So here you need to be careful. This is one example. You can look at your example too. If you are anywhere, feel suffocated, bound, not because of anything, but because you consider that as you. I'll give you a beautiful example. I have seen like these cases, as you know, like before leaving the house, I becoming to this path. I was spending a lot of time with dying people. In fact, I had a very good insight with reference to dying people. One of the common thing I have noticed that here when a person is dying, sometimes not able to die. is in the process of dying, but cannot or not able to die. I have tried my best in few cases and had become successful, including those who are in coma also have become successful. One case I have noticed, just I would like to say openly. The person was struggling, do not what's last that hiccup comes. So apana vayu wants to go out, but not able to, and that's the very most painful thing. So it should be few minutes. Sometimes people go through few hours. It's very painful to watch that scenario. And I have really gone and tried my best to talk. One incident I can share here, that the person's son was working outside, and this person was not able to leave the body because was afraid. There was a fear that whether son will come or not, what will happen to. And those days, not much, you can know, no phone, nothing. You have to send a telegram. That was the only method. So you do not know whether the person has received or not. Big process. In fact, when this incident happened, I went there and I spoke to the person. I said, look, we assure you, until and unless your son arrives, we are not going to take the body. The cremation will not happen until and unless your son arrives. This is not me only. So all of them, all the family people and elderly people I called, please, each one of you, please go and tell this point. After talking to this thing, the person, took little time, breathed heavily. After that, could leave the body. It's a beautiful example to observe because the person was considering that the son is me. So as long as the person was thinking son is me, person was not able to leave the body. I can share my last experience with our Swami Ramsurpananji Maharaj. When his last time came, when he had last heart attack, first thing he looked for me. They did not give me information. They tried to call other Swamijis, doctor and whatnot. And finally, helplessly, when they informed me, and moment I reached, as though he was waiting for me to say something, but unfortunately he could not say. Just one drop of tear rolled down while I'm holding his hand, and he passed away. So how this works? Because this bond is very much visible during your death time. This is the point. I'm not scaring you all, okay? So wherever you see identification, there you will discover that during death time, you will not leave the body unless your identification is challenged or withdrawn. I cannot say resolved. Is challenged or withdrawn. Now my question is it necessary for you to understand this? You need to die. I have a beautiful joke with this. I'll stop the class because already time is up today, unfortunately. People, especially in India, people are crazy to donate body. I really strongly suggest not to do that. Why? If a person wants to donate body, must donate body while alive, not after death. Like, people donate old cloth. That which is not useful in your home, instead of throwing, you want to iron it. I ironed it, okay? Washed and ironed, I am giving to poor people. Hey, God's sake. If you want to give new clothes, nothing wrong in it. You must. but not old cloth. You understand? So food also, whatever is left over, pack it and go to common people. No. So here, how that is done? Here also same thing. You need not die to understand this. Better do it now. And find out what are the areas you are thinking that area is you or that indeed is you. It can be body. It can be your power position. It can be any relatives, any person. It can be anything. And until and unless you resolve that, you can never become a happy person. You can never be a free person. That's what is being highlighted here. At the moment you resolve, you don't have to die. When you are alive, you are happy. And this verse highlights this point very carefully, called Jivan Mukta concept. When you are alive, you can be free. Not after death, you will be happy. After death, becoming happy, free is religious stuff. So every religion says you will go to heaven. When? After death. Like this lady wanted to go to heaven after death, remained whole life. Now what is going to happen after death? Next to another man. Who knows after death what is going to happen? Hey, at least be happy when you are alive. You understand? This can happen when you find out where there is identity. Where is your identification?